Here's an invitation for our podcast listeners. If you have a stock that you've been researching, or maybe you've gotten strong recommendations from a trusted source, get a second opinion from Steve and win a subscription to our weekly KPP Premium newsletter. It's our Pitch Your Stock contest. You can call with a stock that you see as a winner, and if we agree, you'll get that year's subscription to our KPP Premium newsletter. Just call us with your stock pick, give us the symbol, and give us your pitch, and leave your number or email. We'll talk about it on the next program and get right back to you. And thanks again for listening to Invest Talk. Welcome to our 1-hour meeting of the minds about money, your money. This is Invest Talk, made possible today and every day by KPP Financial. It's about managing risk while looking for profits, putting the money you worked for to work for you. And now, here's registered investment advisor Steve Peasley.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Invest Talk. This is, of course, Friday, March 13th edition of our program. And, of course, all are welcome, podcasters, investtalk.com, and those people listening to us on AM 860. Appreciate it. Now, what's on your mind today? We have pretty much the same economy. The international concerns haven't changed much. Nothing's really changed, but the stock market has had 4 days up in a row. Now, let's put it in perspective a little bit. Before those 4 days, the market was down 15 of the last 17 days. Okay? So, what you could say is, out of 21 days, the stock market was up 6 days. That's what that means, okay, the last 21 days. So don't get too excited about it, but, it's a nice change. It's pleasant. We'll talk about it. What do you feel? You feel better about things? Nothing's really changed. Not really, but you feel better about things. Why is that? Kind of interesting, isn't it? There are some. This appears to be obviously a bear market rally. This appears to be a reaction of an oversold situation where the market springs back up from being way oversold. The question is, does it have legs? Will it keep going? And how far will it go? No one really knows the answer to that, by the way. And I don't. No one else does. Don't think we do. We don't. We could tell you the stock prices are very underpriced. Still are. I can tell you that. Now, our number one job each day in this program is to help you make better decisions. That's what we want to do. Make better decisions about your investments, knowing what to do. Knowledge and good judgment will help you make better decisions. And that's what the show's about. So let's talk. What kind of questions do you have? What do you think you should be doing? We try to answer the questions each day to help you control your retirement account. I think people have just let it go, not looking at it, just praying that it'll turn around. And to be honest, it will turn around. But if you just sat in cash all this time, you've been taking a lot of pain. Now, these bear markets have been a life-changing experience for most people, many companies as well, corporations as well. This has been a very historic kind of thing going on here. Now, some of the companies are being kept alive on life support, but many of them suffered damages that they'll never recover from. Okay? You have to decide which companies are which. You're going to have companies that are on their deathbed go up in price in a bear market rally. They'll still go up in price, but they still won't have legs. Okay, that's the trick. Are they going to have earnings, or are they going to grow their earnings? You need to make that determination. That's what this is all about. Today we're going to talk about that in detail. Stocks that are coming back and stocks that are not. Our friend Jim Juback, he puts it this way. He's a writer, Jim Juback. No rational investor wants to buy a sinking ship, but that's exactly what some of us do in bear markets. We think it's going to go down, and then it's going to come back up when it really is going to go down and stay down. Or even worse, in the weeks and months of a bear market, when it finally ends, everybody thinks it's going up. Not necessarily. We're also going to talk to you about thinking outside the stocks. What alternatives are there to simply buying and selling stocks? That's the main message at our next wealth conference in Industry Hills, Saturday morning, March 21st. Now, this conference will help you get some up-to-date information about what the market and what you can do about a bear market, what you can do even in a bear or a bull market. It's not just about diversification. There's things you can do to anticipate what's going to happen and then be in position for it. We're going to talk about that today also, learn to prosper in a bear market or bull market. To find out more about the conference, just sign up. Go to investtalk.com and click on the conference tab. It's near the top of the page. We're ready for your calls this afternoon. If you're listening to us on a podcast, you can call too. You're welcome. You can call anytime you want, whenever you listen to it. 888-99-CHART. We're live right now. You can call immediately, 888-992-4278. And today we had a market that was started off weak, but it ended up on the upside. But it was up and down all day long pretty much, but more up than down. So it made it the 4 days in a row. 2 of those days were very strong markets. The other 2 were pretty weak markets, but they were up. That's the key. Will it continue? What kind of catalyst we have? Now, this week we had retail sales, by the way, report. It was down 0.1%, but that was much better than expected. Consumer sentiment today, it was 38. That's really low, but it's better than last month at 35. You see the relationship is still very low. That everybody's still very down, but it's better than it was. That's what people are looking at. Also, I don't know if you saw, but General Motors said it doesn't need to take this month's $2 billion to get through. Well, la-dee-da, that's really nice. But that was good news, not bad news. So we had that this week, and there was a lot of merger and acquisitions going on. Well, I say a lot. There was 3 big deals talked about between medical companies, and that was Monday and Tuesday, and I think that put a positive spin on the week. What's next week going to be like? I don't know. You got to stay tuned. It's just hard to know. Now, we're open for your calls, questions, comments on today's talking point. It's open all the time, but we're live right now. 888-99-CHART, 888-992-4278.
You're listening to Invest Talk with registered investment advisor Steve Peasley. Steve's here for you today, and if you'd like a copy of Steve's special report, Supercharging Your Portfolio, just say so. Call 888-99-CHART and tell us, leave your email, and we'll send it right out to you.
888-99-CHART, that's our number, 888-992-4278. You can call right now, and always we provide answers. That's our job. We're live 4 to 5 Pacific time as we speak. But, of course, you can call any time of the day and record your question. We'll answer it on the next program.
I was just curious. I have a rollover account, all in mutual funds, and I was wondering how often I should rebalance that account. Should I do it every 6 months or every year? I feel like maybe letting it go too long without rebalancing. I know I'm in some bonds. So anyhow, I was just curious, how often do you recommend rebalancing an account, like a Fidelity? Thank you.
I would suggest about every 3 months. Every 3 months, take a look at it. Take a look at what's going on in the market, in the economy, in the world economy, and ask yourself if you should make some changes. If you don't know how to analyze it that way, ask somebody else. You can ask me. But ask somebody who knows that, you know what, it might be better to